Everyone keeps telling seniors to buy an SUV. Dealers push them. Ads are everywhere. But here's what those ads won't say. SUVs are harder to park, burn more fuel, and cost more to maintain. For someone on a fixed income who just wants a smooth, stress-free drive to the grocery store or a doctor's appointment, an SUV can actually work against you. Sedans sit lower, ride quieter, handle better, and in almost every case cost less to own over time. The problem is, nobody ever talks about which sedans actually make sense for older drivers. That changes right now. These 5 cars were chosen because they solve the exact problems seniors actually complain about: bad knees, blind spots, confusing screens, expensive repairs. Every car on this list addresses at least one of those directly. And the number one pick at the end? It's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it might be the single smartest car purchase a retired driver can make in 2026. If you believe reliability matters more than luxury, hit the like button, because that's exactly what this ranking is about. Cars that actually make sense long-term. Number 5. The Subaru Legacy, the visibility king. Most car brands talk about safety. Subaru actually engineered it into the bones of this thing. The Legacy comes standard with EyeSight driver assist technology. And this isn't just a buzzword package thrown on for the brochure. EyeSight watches the road using stereo cameras mounted behind the windshield. It handles pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise, and lane sway warning. But the feature that genuinely separates it from everything else on this list is called Driver Focus. Driver Focus uses a camera to monitor the driver's face. If it detects signs of distraction or fatigue, eyes drifting, head dropping, it alerts you immediately. That's not a gimmick, that's a co-pilot. Now here's what makes the Legacy genuinely special for seniors specifically. The design uses thin pillars and a large greenhouse of glass that surrounds the entire cabin. Subaru calls it the glass house design. What it means in practice is that you can actually see around you, not just forward but sideways, to the rear, everywhere. Lane changes stop being stressful. Parallel parking becomes manageable. For someone who finds blind spots genuinely nerve-wracking, this car is a revelation. And it carries a top safety rating from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. It earns the Top Safety Pick Plus award, which is the highest designation they give. The mechanical side is equally reassuring. The Legacy uses a boxer engine. That flat, horizontally opposed design lowers the center of gravity and makes the car feel planted through corners. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive means rain and light snow are handled without drama. You get SUV-level grip without the SUV-level ride height. Many Legacies reach past 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. These are not fragile cars. One honest note, the large vertical touchscreen can lag slightly compared to simpler systems. It's not a deal breaker, but it's worth knowing going in. And here's the urgency. Subaru has confirmed the Legacy is being discontinued after 2025. Once existing inventory is gone, it's gone. If this car interests you, the window to buy one new is closing. Number 4. The Toyota Crown, the SUV Loophole. This one is for the senior who genuinely needs easier entry and exit but refuses to admit they need an SUV. The Crown is technically a sedan. It sits lower than a truck. It handles like a car. But Toyota raised the hip point to 25 inches, which is just enough that you're sliding in sideways rather than dropping down. You don't bend your knees deeply. You don't struggle to push yourself back up. You simply sit down and you're in. That's the difference between comfortable and painful every single day. This car effectively replaced the discontinued Toyota Avalon in the American market. Avalon loyalists who thought they had no replacement, the Crown is what Toyota built for them. Inside, the gauge cluster is a full 12.3 inches of digital display with large, clean fonts that are easy to read at a glance. There's also a panoramic view monitor that generates a 360-degree overhead view of the car displayed on the screen when you're parking. For anyone navigating a narrow garage or a tight downtown parking structure, that feature alone earns its keep. The cabin is acoustically isolated using special glass, which means road noise stays outside. The seats are heated and ventilated as standard. On long drives, on cold mornings, on summer afternoons, this car takes care of you. And if you want a little excitement, the Hybrid Max system produces 340 horsepower. In a hybrid sedan, that number sounds absurd until you drive one and realize the acceleration is smooth and effortless rather than aggressive. It's responsive without being nervous. The Crown is what happens when Toyota engineers take the best parts of an SUV and put them into something that actually drives. Number 3. The Honda Accord, the simple masterpiece. There's a quiet revolution happening in modern cars that nobody warned seniors about. Climate controls are disappearing into touchscreens. You have to tap through menus just to change the temperature. Eyes off the road, fumbling, frustration. The Honda Accord refuses to do that to you. The Accord keeps physical knobs for climate control. You reach down, turn a knob, done. No menu, no screen tap, no distraction. That design choice sounds simple, but it's increasingly rare, and for older drivers, it makes an enormous difference in daily comfort and safety. The interior space is genuinely generous, but the detail that matters most for practical use is the rear doors. They open nearly 90 degrees. If you're loading groceries, helping a grandchild in, or assisting a passenger, that wide opening changes everything. You're not wedging bags through a narrow gap or contorting yourself to buckle someone in. The Honda Sensing Suite handles safety across the board. The feature worth highlighting specifically is Traffic Jam Assist. In stop-and-go highway traffic, the Accord handles its own braking and acceleration. For older drivers who find peak-hour driving exhausting, that assist provides real physical relief. The new generation features a 12.3-inch infotainment screen, which is large and clear without replacing the physical controls that matter most, and the durability is simply legendary. Many Accords reach 250,000 miles with proper maintenance. This is one of the most trusted sedans in America for a reason, and that reason is consistency. Quick question: are you currently driving an SUV? Why or why not? Tell us in the comments and we'll let you know if your vehicle made the list. Number 2. The Lexus ES. The ultimate comfort retreat. Some cars are transportation. The Lexus ES is an environment. The moment you close the door, road noise vanishes. The suspension is built around a specialized multi-link rear design that was engineered specifically to cancel vibration from rough pavement. Long drives stop hurting your back. Bumps don't jar your joints. The car just glides. The 14-inch touchscreen includes a voice assistant. You want the heat turned up? You say, "Hey Lexus, I'm cold." The car adjusts. No reaching, no looking down, no figuring out which submenu controls the temperature. You just talk to it. For anyone who finds modern technology overwhelming, this is genuinely the most intuitive system on this list. Now here's the part that makes the Lexus ES remarkable as a retirement car. Lexus is consistently ranked as the most reliable luxury brand in the world, not most reliable in its class. Overall, and the cost to maintain an ES is dramatically lower than comparable German luxury cars. A BMW or Mercedes-Benz at this price point will send you to the shop more often and charge you significantly more when it does. The ES doesn't. It holds its value well. It rarely surprises its owners with expensive failures. It's the definition of buy it and stop worrying about it. For a senior who has spent decades dealing with unreliable cars, stressful commutes, and tight budgets, the ES isn't an indulgence. It's a reward that also happens to be one of the smartest long-term financial choices on this list. Number 1. The Toyota Camry Hybrid, the practical gold standard. This is the one, not the flashiest, not the most luxurious, the smartest. The Camry Hybrid has been refined across 5 generations. The 5th generation hybrid system is smoother, more responsive, and more efficient than anything Toyota has built before it. Up to 51 miles per gallon in combined driving. For a senior on a fixed retirement income, fewer gas station stops is not a minor convenience. It is a genuine quality of life improvement, month after month, year after year. But the feature that earns this the number 1 spot is something Toyota calls proactive driving assist. This isn't cruise control. It doesn't require activation. It's always running in the background, providing gentle automatic braking when approaching curves and automatically maintaining a safe following distance from the car ahead. It's a safety net that never needs to be turned on because it never turns off. For an older driver navigating an increasingly complicated traffic environment, that invisible layer of protection is priceless. The reliability case is overwhelming. Toyota hybrid batteries are engineered to last 10 to 15 years under normal conditions. And these aren't laboratory numbers. Taxi fleets running the Toyota hybrid system have exceeded 300,000 miles on the original powertrain. The hybrid system is not the fragile part that breaks. It's actually one of the most proven mechanical systems in the history of the automobile. Maintenance costs are low. Brake wear is reduced because regenerative braking handles most of the work. Resale value is excellent because demand for reliable, fuel-efficient cars only grows. This is a car that costs you less to own the longer you have it. It's quiet, it's spacious, the controls are logical, the ride is smooth enough for daily use and comfortable enough for road trips. The Camry Hybrid doesn't ask you to compromise between practical and enjoyable. It simply delivers both. 7 million people buy an SUV every year thinking it's the only responsible choice. But for a large portion of senior drivers, these 5 sedans are quieter, smoother, cheaper to run, and easier to actually live with. The Legacy for visibility, the Crown for easy entry, the Accord for simplicity, the Lexus for comfort, and the Camry Hybrid for doing everything right consistently, over hundreds of thousands of miles. Now here's the question worth thinking about. If you're choosing between pure comfort and pure practicality, would you take the Lexus ES or the Toyota Camry Hybrid? Drop your answer in the comments. There's no wrong answer, and I read every single one. If this breakdown helped you cut through the noise, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. There's more on this channel built specifically for drivers who want honest information without the dealership spin. The next video is on screen right now. Click it and I'll see you there.